Sometimes life writes a story so gentle, so quietly beautiful, that you don't even realize when two hearts become one journey, one home, one heartbeat. This is the story of Liam and Clara, a story of companionship, not loud, not dramatic, but steady, comforting, like the warmth of a cup of tea held between cold hands. A story where love was never shouted, it was felt, where promises were not made, they were lived. Let's begin. Spring had just begun in the small coastal town of Brighton Hills. Seagulls glided lazily above the ocean, and the smell of wet sand blended with blooming jasmine. Liam Carter, a 28-year-old architect, walked his usual morning route along the cliffside. He wasn't searching for anything. He wasn't expecting anything. His life was routine, neat, simple, safe. But destiny has a way of breaking routines. That morning, he saw her. Clara Bennett, 26, stood near the old stone bench, sketchbook in hand, capturing the sunrise. Her hair fluttered in the salty breeze. Her eyes held a softness that felt like morning itself, and her pencil danced across the page like she was painting light. Liam slowed down, not sure why. Something about her made the world quiet. Clara, you're staring, you know? Liam froze. Sorry. Your drawing is beautiful. She finally looked up and smiled. That smile would follow him for years.
The following week, fate intervened again. Clara spilled her coffee at the cafe terrace. Liam, passing by, instinctively offered tissues. Their hands touched. A tiny moment, a small spark, but life often changes through tiny sparks. Clara, thank you. Liam, right? Liam, surprised. You remember? Clara, people who stop at sunrises are rare, easy to remember. They sat together. They talked about art, about buildings, about fear of heights and love for laundry-smelling evenings. She laughed easily. He listened deeply. Two gentle souls, quietly drifting closer. One evening, they decided to walk along the quiet beach. Waves whispered against the sand. Stars glimmered like scattered memories. Clara carried her sketchbook. Liam carried unspoken thoughts. After a while, she stopped and asked, "What kind of person do you want to build your future with?" Liam inhaled the ocean air. Someone who feels like home. Someone I don't have to pretend with. Someone who understands my silences. Clara looked at him, deeply, almost trembling. That sounds like the kind of person everyone is searching for. Liam smiled softly. And you? What do you want? She hesitated. A companion. Not someone perfect, but someone consistent. Someone who stays. The waves paused. The world listened. Liam whispered, "Maybe life has already introduced them to you." Clara's eyes widened, then softened. Something shifted. Something began. Their love grew quietly, like a tree nourished by morning dew. They weren't dramatic lovers. They were the warm, steady kind. Liam would bring Clara tea while she sketched. Clara would wait for Liam outside his office with homemade sandwiches. He fixed her squeaky window. She stitched a button on his coat. Small things, but small things are the foundation of forever. Every sunset turned into a shared memory,
Every sunrise felt like a new chapter. And slowly, their hearts learned each other's rhythm. But every love story has winters. Clara's mother fell ill, a long, exhausting battle. Clara changed. Her smile faded, her laughter disappeared. One night, she broke down completely. Clara, Liam, I can't do this. I feel like I'm drowning. Liam pulled her close, holding her like she was made of delicate glass. Liam, you don't have to do it alone. Lean on me. That's what companions do. And he stayed. Through hospital visits, through sleepless nights, through fear and pain and tears. He stayed. And that's when Clara realized love is not proven in good days. Love is proven by who stands next to you on the worst ones. When her mother passed away, Clara collapsed into Liam's arms. She couldn't breathe. She couldn't speak. She felt broken. Liam didn't say, "Be strong." He didn't say, "It will be okay." He simply held her. Sometimes, the strongest thing you can do for someone is just be there. For weeks, Clara stayed silent, lost in grief. Liam brought her meals, read to her, sat beside her without forcing conversation. One night, Clara whispered, "Why are you still here?" "Because this is where I belong." Her tears became tears of gratitude. Companionship is not sharing happiness. It is sharing heaviness. Spring returned, and with it, slowly, so did Clara. One morning, she showed Liam her sketchbook. Dozens of drawings, all of him. Clara said, "You held me together. I want to spend my life with the man who made me believe in tomorrow." Liam took her hand. He said, "Clara, I don't want a life without you." Their foreheads touched, their souls aligned. A silent promise was made. Liam didn't propose loudly. No crowd, no fireworks. Just a quiet cliffside, the same place he first saw her. He handed her a simple ring. He said, "This is not a promise of perfect days, but a promise that I'll walk every imperfect one with you." Clara's eyes glistened. She said, "Yes, because you're not just someone I love. You're someone I trust." They hugged, wrapped in a sunset of gold. Their wedding was small. Soft music, close friends, warm lights. Clara wore flowers in her hair. Liam couldn't take his eyes off her. Their vows were simple. "Liam, I choose you every morning." "Clara, I choose you every storm." Those words carried them through years. Their home was not luxurious, but it was filled with warmth. Liam designed shelves for Clara's art. Clara painted corners with sunlight. He cooked breakfast. She watered plants. They danced in the kitchen. They whispered secrets under blankets. They laughed at burnt pancakes. Their love was ordinary, and that made it beautiful. After 5 years, Liam lost his father, the man who taught him everything. For the first time, Clara became his strength. She held him the way he once held her. When he cried, she didn't stop him. When he broke down, she didn't panic. She whispered, "Clara, you supported me when my world fell apart. Now let me support you in yours." And Liam realized companionship is not 50-50. Sometimes it's 90-10. Sometimes one holds while the other heals. They walked through grief again, together. Years passed. Life changed. They worked harder. They dreamed bigger. They traveled to places they once drew on paper. One evening, sitting on their porch, Clara said, "Liam, what do you think makes us work?" Liam smiled. "We don't love loudly. We love consistently." She leaned against him. "You're my home, and you're my peace." Time moved gently. Wrinkles appeared, hair silvered, dreams matured, but their companionship? Still soft, still warm. They still went for cliffside walks, still made tea for each other, still held hands like teenagers. One sunset, Clara whispered, "If I had to live life again, I would choose you sooner." Liam kissed her forehead, "And I would find you earlier." In their late years, Clara wrote in her diary, "Love is not fire. Love is a candle, soft, steady, a quiet flame that warms the soul." Liam wrote, "She was my sunrise. She was my companion. She was my forever." Their life was not perfect, but it was real, and real love lasts. Dear listener, love doesn't need grand gestures. It doesn't need luxury, drama, or fireworks. Real companionship is making tea for each other, holding hands in silence, standing together in storms, choosing each other again and again, being each other's safe place, holding space for grief, dreams, and healing, building a home where hearts rest peacefully. Love is not found. Love is built, slowly, softly, consistently. If you find someone who feels like home, someone who listens to your silence, someone who stays when life breaks, hold them close, walk with them, grow with them, choose them, because in the end, a lifelong companion is not someone perfect. It is someone who never stops choosing you.